Yeah, his summary of all of this, he says we're no longer on the brink of famine in Gaza. There is one already there. And he emphasised it's not a natural disaster, it's one brought about by those that do not let aid into Gaza, i.e. he's pointing the finger at the Israelis there. And more than that, he suggested that this was not an accident of the way the war was being conducted, but Josep Borrell, the EU's highest diplomat, suggested it was a deliberate act.
I'm coming from Washington, and I dare to say, well, yes, Israel is provoking famine. Starvation is used as a weapon of war. Yes, starvation is used as a weapon of war. Let's say that.
He says hundreds of trucks are waiting at the border, trucks which are ready to supply months' worth of aid. But Israel says that these failures are due to the aid agencies and a lack of proper coordination, and it also blames Hamas as taking the aid intended to go to the residents in Gaza.
And Stuart, despite the condemnation of the humanitarian situation in Gaza, the EU has pledged less humanitarian aid for this year. Have they said why?
Yeah, if we were talking just about Gaza, that may be one explanation, that there is plenty of aid ready to go there, but it's not being allowed in. But this funding relates to funding for all around the world, where the European Union says climate change and conflict are the biggest drivers of instability and also poverty, and yet that has decreased, that level of funding from EU member states and the European Union institutions, by about $500 million per year. And with that, the EU humanitarian and crisis management chief here in Brussels says that it's a solid amount that has been pledged this year, but it is one that could be better. Josep Borrell, the head diplomat, also saying that he believes that there are more people in need of emergency assistance than ever before, and yet no explanation from member states as to why that figure has decreased.